Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm in one of my favourite places in Bulgaria. It's called Zagorigrat. I think this might be my last ride actually here before winter. I think we've got snow forecast in a fortnight. So, I've been here filming the mines today. So I thought I would film my favourite ride. Ooh. Oh, another new house. You can see the caves in the distance. This is a stunning place, absolutely stunning. Used to live here. Oh. Right, let's climb this mountain. I think I'll just let you enjoy the winter scenery. Late autumn, early winter. Nice property there. This here is the old ski lift from communist times. Obviously not been working for a long time. This has got to be one of my favourite. It's in my top 10 riding places, this is. It's a bit windy. I suppose this sort of begs to believe for me is, well, I don't actually think about it, I have thought about it before. When are you too old for an adventure, eh? When should you stop riding? Because it's, for me, it's never. As long as I can get on a bike, I shall keep riding. But for some people, they've got other things to think about. People's got family. I know I've got Sue, the wife, but she knew what she was marrying and getting into when she took me on, if you want to say. Now, I don't have any kids of my own. What little bit of family I've got, I don't have anything to do with them, so I just got myself and Sue, like, getting okay with Sue's daughter and what have you, but as I live in Bulgaria I very rarely get to see her. So what age do you stop riding? I'm 66 February. It's not that old. I think your health depends on a lot of it, doesn't it? You know, there's things out of your control, isn't there? But just make the best you can do. Get a bike you can ride and keep going. It's like me, when I come out on this and I come here to see this, it makes me feel so good. Unreal. It's like your body's had a reset. Absolutely stunning. So I don't know. I think so. I see in America the guys there, they ride the Harleys, and they're in the 70s and 80s still doing it. That's for me, it's I like riding adventure type bikes because the suspension's so good. It doesn't shake me about. But for me, I'll just keep going. I did watch somebody on YouTube the other night who's a guy my thing. He said he'd had a heart attack and thinking of downgrading to a scooter. Well, if you get to that, it's better than not doing anything, isn't it? Still out on the road, still getting out, seeing beautiful scenery in places like this. I mean, look at these trees in autumn, brown, golden, stunning, absolutely stunning. You know, I've had the conversation with Sue. What do I do when I get too old? Well, I've actually said to her, what am I going to do? You tell me, what am I going to do when I can't ride a bike? Potter about in the garden? Of course, not for me. But what do you do? I used to do a bit of fishing, but it's alright. It's not like riding a bike, is it? It's freedom, this is. That's what I like about riding a bike. Freedom to do as you want. Still got your own choices, haven't you? You ain't got somebody looking over your shoulder all the time as you're getting older. Well, you didn't ought to be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. Now I'm lucky. Got myself a good woman, I have. Looks after me, lets me do as I like. No, you've got to play ball like that. I get away with a hell of a lot. Plus, you know, me and Sue's had been together over 20 odd year. Had quite a good biking life she's had with me. Still does, but it's Himalayan, she can't get on it so good as she used to. And our problem is, we've got the Bullet, that's her favourite bike, but we've got a big problem around the area we live in. They've shut all the motorways, or the main routes to the motorways, because they're building new motorways in Bulgaria. The EU money there's been a lot of corrupt goings on, shall we say. Money's been provided for the roads, they've started them, cut through mountains and God knows what, and then run out of money because the funds have gone missing. And what's happened in the end is the EU have told Bulgaria, if you don't get these roads finished, EU funding will stop, full stop. So just get on with it. And I think they're having regular checks from the EU people or whatever. So all the lorries have to come the back roads out where I live, and it is absolutely destroyed it. A normal road bike like my Bullet or the Interceptor, oh, it's horrendous. Potholes sort of 6 inches deep everywhere, and that's not the worst. You can see that it's rippled the road, it's like a wave. well, it just shakes you to pieces. It's alright on this. That's why I like riding it. But going back to what I say, you know, when is it too old for an adventure? As you've seen in some of my videos, I do some stupid things for my age really. But keeps me young, or young feeling. The mind thinks I can do it. The body thinks I'm a right arsehole half the time, I'm sure. But, as long as I can do it and get back home, I think I've had a good day. That's what life's about, isn't it, eh? You know, would I, if I got to a stage where I couldn't ride this or my other Enfields I've got, would I buy a scooter? I think it'd really go against my principles, but if it's all I could do, it's all I could do, isn't it? Like I say, I still come up here on one of these scooters, wouldn't it? Let's hope it never comes to that. You know, there's always a guy that had big bikes, and it hung on as long as I could, until it was becoming too difficult for me. But I enjoy what I ride now. I wonder how many of you guys out there watch my videos, because a lot of the people of my age that watch them, I think, actually stopped riding because he was getting on a bit and he thought, oh, enough's enough. And then I do see people, oh, I've just come back to riding, and they're like the 350 Classic or 350 Meteor Bullet or whatever, Royal Enfield, small bikes. They're buying those and absolutely loving it. You know, and it's not long before you see them popping up on YouTube again. They're doing a tour into France from the UK or something, or rides up to Scotland or what have you. Yeah, fair play to them. So I wonder how many people have actually says, that's it, I've done my bikes now, I'm too old to ride, and they've actually come back again. You know, you've had a few years off, and buy yourself something that's usable. I think there's quite a few, and I think there's quite a lot that watch the YouTube channels with thoughts rattling around in your head then, especially when you see us old geezers riding still. Biggest problems is persuading the wife though, isn't it? Well. And look at this, on top of the world up here, breathtaking, isn't it? Now, we all get bad days, don't we? Jump on your bike, come out here, look at this, absolutely mint. While I'm up here, I'll just ride down to the top of the ski lift. Horses, cow there, the rest of the horses, loads of wild horses up here, herds and herds of them. Right, just down here, this is the top of the ski lift. I don't actually know where the skiing part was. I know where there's a skiing, oh I do, yeah, of course I do. I must have had a bus from here to it, because it's quite a long way away. Yeah, that's the old ski lift in communist times. Since the last time I come up here, they put a fence up here. Before that, there was nothing. You could stand on the edge, and it's a long way down there. And that's some view, isn't it? Here's some view. And that's quite nice, isn't it? It'll never ever run again. It costs millions to get going again, I suppose. I think it'd be done as a tourist attraction, wouldn't you? I'd fancy coming up on that. It's a long way down to that village. Be a decent ride, wouldn't it? Right, now, communist times. I always thought it was people had nothing. And it was suppressed, is that the right word? Wasn't allowed luxuries and stuff. But this was communist times. This was for skiing. So, was it really that bad? I don't think so. In actual fact, I'll go and show you something else now. Come in first, girl. Can we get up there? So look, come on. Oh, yes. Oh. Well, I was going to, they put a fence over it. I don't know whether you can see that in the distance. It looks like a castle over here. That was a restaurant. When they was doing skiing and whatever, there's a restaurant there. That now is a cowshed, believe it or not. Outside it, I'll have a look through my old pictures. I've got some pictures somewhere. There's two great big stone lions outside it. Stunning. Yeah, they've stopped people going up to it now. Or he's keeping his cattle in or something. Beautiful, isn't it? I wish some of you guys that lived in towns and cities would come to places like this. Awesome. Right, I've got a flask and I've got a sandwich. Already had one stop, but I'll go a bit further. There's a place down, like a park down, built into the mountainside. They actually hold a big motorcycle event up here. MC Club, Moto Mafia from Vratsa. They put a really cracking do on up here. This place here is one of those like rest retreat things where you do yoga and all that stuff. I think it's very expensive to come to. All this here is national park. The farmers can use it for the animals. It's all free for them, but it's a national park. You can't come and build an house on it, thank God. Can't do. Very nice, isn't it, if you can? But gone off the subject. When is it too old for an adventure? Never too old. Never too old. Adventures is what keeps you young. That's what I think. It's like riding all the time actually. It's good for your joints and you're moving about and stops you seizing up. Plus I think it gives you a new lease of life, doesn't it? You can do this on your own, you don't need people. Now, if you're the bloke that says I'm too old to ride anymore, you sell your bike and you're pottering about and doing a bit of gardening for the wife and what have you, you are not going to go to places and see this, are you? Wild horses. Yeah. You're not going to see that pottering about your garden, are you? You're not going to see this scenery. And you're not going to be feeling what I'm feeling today. Beautiful. Now this place is an hotel down here. Whether it's still open or they're shut for the season possibly now. But this is where we hold a bike event. Well, I don't, but Motor Mafia do. There's your hotel. This is where the bike event is. Here there's a bat cave, a big cave around here. I've never actually been to it myself yet. But it's got bats and stuff in it. Right, we're going to have a bit of a sandwich, I think. Just here. Do nicely. Right, well, that's a ride up the mountain. So old Asian adventures never stop. Never. Just keep riding. Just a bit of a waffle as was going on. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again in the next video. Please subscribe and big thumbs up. I'll see you shortly. Cheers.